Yeah, I'll react to that, sure. Action of the Berlin Wall begins. Ooh, okay, those two are good. All right, let's do it. You guys can't see. There you go. There you go.
Well, it's been
Edison?
very fine to be 84 years of age if you don't have anything the matter with you. Well, I have a little trouble now and then, but that's because I'm getting old.
Mr. McDonald.
That's so cool. So,
Well, I have a little trouble now and then, but that's because I'm getting old.
Mr. McDonald has been asked by the
first UK national government 90 years ago comprised of figures from the Labour, Conservative, and Liberal parties.
King to form a national government.
To find out what Voyager 2 will be looking for as it makes its closest encounter with Saturn on August 26th.
An observation of a star as it emerges from behind Saturn.
50 years since an attempted coup failed in Chad.
It's been a tremendous boost.
25 years since Prince Charles and Prince Diana divorced. So they divorced? All right, so they were not married when she died.
And just a mass of smiling faces. It's wonderful.
The reaction has been literally fantastic. And
With an escort of destroyers of the Royal Canadian Navy, Their Majesties glide out towards the Pacific breakers. And in Beacon Hill Park, His Majesty presents colours to the Royal Canadian Navy. The first time that such a ceremony has ever been performed outside Britain by a reigning sovereign.
To greet the new Viceroy come the Indian leaders. Pandit Nehru.
When did Canada get independence? 1982. No, come on. As a self-governing entity within the British Empire in 1867. Oh, sorry.
Oxford educated, lead.
Interim Indian government formed in 75 years since the government headed by Jawaharlal Nehru.
Of the Congress Party, second only to Gandhi. Now it is for Indian leaders to decide the future of their country.
Qatar gains independence. 3rd of September, birthday. I want to say so much stuff happens on September 1st, 2nd, and 3rd, but I think it's just me looking for those dates because they sit around my birthday. Let's go. Like, I feel like September 2nd is such a common day of some big historical event.
Far from the space race rush on display at Washington Smithsonian Institution.
To the Smithsonian's Air and Space Building, which houses such aircraft as the original Wright brothers plane.
Last flight before it is presented to the Smithsonian Institute.
One of a few underground
flight before it is presented.
Look at that thing.
Such aircraft as the original Wright brothers plane.
Last flight before it is presented to the Smithsonian Institute.
One of the few underground limestone mines in the world, and one of the most remarkable, is this new one at Missouri.
Back to his hometown comes the first citizen of Missouri and the nation.
Missouri didn't become a state until 1921? Really? I just feel like there's no way. 1821. Okay. So 100 years prior to this.
Down comes the first citizen of Missouri and the nation.
So 200 years ago. Operation Ranch Hand. Jesus.
The echo of those moments.
The nation.
60 years since the U.S. Army sprayed defoliants and herbicides over rural Vietnam. What is a defoliant? Like getting rid of brush? Defoliage? To cause their leaves to fall off. Okay. So did they not know about the effects it would have on people, or maybe they didn't care? I mean, look at that. I really know very little about Operation Ranch Hand, and so if I'm saying something that isn't true, or I just don't want to act like I'm confident in talking about this. I don't know much about it, but it sounds
The
pretty
echo
bad.
of those momentous words uttered during the historic August conference on the high seas. That all men shall be enabled to live in freedom from fear and want, and that aggressor nations shall be disarmed.
There is a dangerous crisis in Berlin, and there is. We cannot surrender the freedom of these people.
Sie sollen auf jeden Flüchtling gezieltes Feuer abgeben.
Was Kennedy a good president or not? Because I get... At first, I'm like, okay, he just sounds like, all right, everyone knows JFK. At least in the U.S., you know, JFK is one of those... Everyone knows Washington. Everyone knows Lincoln. All right? Every person in America will know who those two are. FDR, JFK. But the more I kind of look into JFK's presidency, it really doesn't look that great. And I'm wondering if the assassination might have kept criticism away from his presidency. I really don't know. Bahrain declares independence 50 years ago. Australian and New Zealand troops withdraw from Vietnam. Jomo Kenyatta freed. 60 years since the activist and politician was freed from prison. R-38 disaster. 100 years since the airship experienced structural failure over Hull and crashed. I wonder what the impact in the ground is like with an airship, like a Zeppelin sort of thing, because it can't be as harsh as, you know, a helicopter or a plane crash, right? Or maybe it can. I don't know. I wonder how survivable. Yeah, cool. I always love looking at old footage, and British Pathe is just the place for that. They have so many good pieces of old footage reels. If that wasn't a thing for you, well... All right. That was really cool. That was my first video I did today. I'll post it tomorrow. See you guys next time. Hope you're all doing well. If not, that sucks. You'll be good soon, though. Don't worry. Emotions are fickle, my friend. Keep your chin up. See you guys next time.